Hi, my name is Danny Baldino, and today I will be doing my speech on lacrosse. Lacrosse is really an up-and-coming sport that's now just becoming popular among young kids. It's a high, fast-paced moving game that Native Americans actually used to use as a way to prepare for battle. So my first point is how it's played. Pretty much there's 10 players on each team. 4 on the defensive end, 3 on the offensive end, and 3 players that could go wherever they want. Now, as you can see here, that's the 3 defense and a goalie. This line, they cannot pass. Same with these attackmen. They are not allowed to pass this line, or that's considered offsides. So pretty much, and the midfielders could go wherever they want. The objective of the game is to get this ball into the net and score more points than the other team. Pretty simple. Now, there's 4 positions on a lacrosse field. The defenders, attackmen, midfielders, and a goalie. The goalie's job is pretty simple. They just stop the ball, as every other goalie does. The defense, their objective is to protect their goalie, pretty much. So they are defending and not letting any of the players get past them, and yeah, they're playing defense. Midfielders are actually playing offense and defense. Now, there's specific types of midfielders. There's an offensive midfielder and there's a defensive midfielder. But as a midfielder, you need to know how to play both positions. And then attackmen are strictly offensive players. Their job is to look good, score goals. Pretty simple. Now, there are some new rule changes that the NCAA has put in this year for lacrosse. As you can see, right here, this big circle is called a crease. This is going to represent our goal. Now, this is the new crease that they put in this year. They put this new crease in because they're allowing a rule where a player could do a crease dive. Now, what a crease dive is when a player is running and jumps over the crease. They jump over this and have to score a goal, but the ball must touch the ground or go in the goal before the player does. And the player cannot touch inside this second crease that they put in this year. So that's one of the new rules. Another new rule is with helmet or any head contact. So if a ref sees that a player gets hit in the head or slashed in the head with the stick, then the ref is automatically going to call it, and it's going to be a 2-minute non-releasable penalty. Any head contacts, they're getting very serious with, just like they did in football. And those are the new rule changes that became popular or put into place this year. So now my last point is the equipment. So this is what a typical lacrosse stick would look like. This is what the head looks like, mesh, everything. This is what a lacrosse stick looks like. But each position has different kinds of sticks. So a defender, you see this thing? This is called the shaft. But a defender would have a 6-foot-long shaft that they play with. And a goalie has a different kind of head. The heads look something like this. If it loads, sorry. This is what a goalie head looks like. It's wider, it's bigger than just a standard head. Okay. Now, this is a helmet. You put it on your head, and that's what players use to protect their heads. These, they come with 2 of them, obviously, are elbow pads. They protect your elbows. The gloves, And lastly, the chest pads. See, now this, they just put in place this year as well. That is a new heart protector that all players are going to need to use by 2021, next year. All players have to use it. It's going to be an NCAA standard thing. And that's pretty much lacrosse. I suggest that any young athlete that ever wants to get into sports tries lacrosse, because it's pretty much all sports put into one. If you think about it, it's football with the hitting, hockey with the way it's just the way it plays. It's just like hockey, and soccer. Really, it's all sports put into one. It's really a great sport that I suggest any young athlete or any athlete gets into. Thank you.